Brand new homes starting in the mid $500,000 price range in one of Southern California's safest cities with shopping at your doorstep. We are just one stoplight away from Costco, Target, tons of eating options, great freeway access. What's going on, guys, and welcome to Somewhere in SoCal. My name is Mike Devlak, and on this channel, I show you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. In today's video, I am at the brand new, not even opened up community of Rustic Meadows by Century Communities in the city of Murrieta, where, like I said, these guys haven't even opened yet. All right, they've reached out to me and said, "Hey, Mike, can you come film?" So here I am today. All right, the day I post this Saturday is the grand opening. So September 20th is the grand opening of this community. I'm giving you guys that exclusive early access to this community where we're going to go ahead and hop into the three models that they got. They got about, I think, 100, a little over 150 homes coming with move-ins as early as November of this year. So we're going to hop in here, show you guys the three floor plans they got. We'll hop on a map and show you guys what it's like to live here. We'll go over school, shopping, medical care, things to do, all that sort of stuff. And as I already alluded to, I said that wrong. Anyways, we have great convenience. The biggest selling point of this spot here, aside from the mid 500 starting point, is going to be the convenience. All right, we've got, like I said, Costco and Target, one stoplight away, dozens of restaurants. You've got one of the top high schools in the whole country here as far as athletics goes. All right, this is voted I think it's voted the most spirited high school in the whole country. All right, this is the high school that people play sports around. This is the high school everyone wants to go to, Vista Murrieta High School. So we'll talk about that, the schools that are close by, close to hospitals, like 1 or 2 exits from hospitals and medical care. Just an absolute prime location where you don't need to go more than 5 minutes to get whatever you want. So we'll hop on the map, show you guys that, talk a little bit about this community, what's coming. They got a pool here. All right, so if you're someone who wants cheaper condo, townhome style living, all right, this is going to be a good spot for you, and I'm excited to show you guys. So real quick before we go ahead and start diving into these home tours, all right, couple things real quick. If you like anything you see, make sure you go ahead and reach out. Whether you want to come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. I would love to be your local guide to the area and help you find your somewhere in SoCal, whether it's here or somewhere else. The other thing, I'm going to put a QR code on the screen right now. All right, this is going to give you guys access to all the new builds in Southern California. Not just, you'll get information on this community, right? But all the different communities that I tour. It's kind of what I use as my home base to do some research for you guys. So if you guys want to make a little account there, go ahead and do that. Truthfully, if you've been watching this for a while, you can see me put that QR code. I had no idea that it led to ads at first. So I upgraded that so it goes straight to the website now. So go ahead and make an account there, track your houses, your communities, all the stuff you like. And if you like something, hit me up and we'll go out. So if you like anything you see, go ahead, reach out. My phone number's on the screen right now. Whether you want to come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. All right, the other thing, this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like the sort of stuff from between new houses, new communities, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal, if you like the stuff, do the stuff. Like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on everything going on in this local area. Anyways, I'm out of shape, out of breath. Gonna head back up this hill and get this tour started for you guys. All right, guys, so we're gonna get this video started with their largest floor plan. This right here is gonna be their Residence 3. It's 1,994 square feet. We're gonna have 4 beds, 3 bathrooms, and this one starts at $629,000. I'll go ahead and spin this around for you. I'm gonna just give you the whole walk in here. Show you what we're working with. Walk on in, and we're immediately greeted by this open living area right here. So you kind of just come straight into a great room. You're gonna have your kitchen, your dining area, these big old windows right here, so letting lots of natural light in. But I'll go ahead and start with the kitchen. All right, so a nice big kitchen. You don't really have a kitchen island, it's more like a peninsula type thing, but they've got 3 stools there. You might be able to squeeze a 4th in. You get those pendant lights up top. And then one thing I do want to point out real quick, Century does a great job with kind of just what you see is what you get. So all the packages are gonna be similar to this. We got this LVP flooring, nice countertops, the cool colors with the cabinets, and then you'll see here you got the extended backsplash on this one. All right, so some of them have different packages, but we'll get an example of all of them throughout this tour today. Okay, but this is a pretty nice little kitchen right here. You got lots of cabinet space up there and a giant island here. And then you'll see my gimbal got jacked up today, so I'm manually holding it today, so hopefully it's not too shaky. All right, but right here is going to be our pantry. All right, so you got the double doors. Oopsie, oh my gosh, I'll break it before they start. All right, you got lots of space in there with the different shelves, and it goes back pretty deep. I'll show you kind of up here as well. All right, so pretty deep there. A liquor cabinet up top there. And then, yeah, you got these nice quartz countertops. You're going to have the extended backsplash there. Lots of cabinet space up top. You got the electric stove top. You got your oven, your microwave. Then around here, you got your sink, your dishwasher, all the stuff. Right, and a pretty nice straight shot view of the TV that's right there, your whole living room, and even kind of like little dining area over here. So we'll walk over and kind of show you guys that. All right, so here we've got our living room set up. I'm loving that green accent wall with the wood paneling there. Always the accent rugs, or area, I'm sorry, the area rugs, I like to point out here, to accentuate the area, to kind of define the space. You got a nice big coffee table, nice console down there, and lots of natural light down here. And then you'll see it's already pre-wired for a fan. So whenever you see things on the ceiling here, all right, these are pre-wired this way when you get your house too. So some builders kind of have you can do custom things after the fact. This is kind of how they set it up here. We kind of got our designated dining area right here, so a nice spot for that. And then you're gonna have a big naked wall right here. I love how they put the, those mirrors there to kind of open up the space a little bit. And we'll check out outside in a second. But I do want to show you guys this coat closet downstairs. So we got a little coat closet. It was underneath a little movie theater storage area. Oopsie, bang my head. All right, but I just want to show you guys the amount of storage that's there. Let's walk outside now. Big sliding door, and then you got boom. You got your own little like porch patio area off the back. You got the vinyl fencing, and then the cement flooring there. The barbecue outside, outdoor furniture. I'm going to show you a feel for the area here. There's Vista Murrieta High School, one of the top high schools for sports and school spirit. It's like the high school in the area that people want to go to. It's one they fake addresses for. Anyways, all right, so you got, I'll just show you the exterior of the house here. I like the little, oopsies, that little lamp outside. All right, anyways, check out the rest of the downstairs area here. Come on back to this kind of sectioned off here for like more living or bedroom type stuff. So let's turn to the left. All right, so we'll turn to the left here. You're going to have your garage access here, so 2-car garage. You got the stackable washer and dryer right here. And really digging these floating shelves in this whole cabinet area. Super nice. Like that. And then kind of to show you what they did on the entry right here, kind of like mudroom-ish vibes. Or getting in and out of the house. All right, then you got our bathroom right as we enter here. Kind of our downstairs guest bathroom, or for whoever's going to be staying in this bedroom. But one thing I noticed is just a really wide doorway right here. Anyways, all the normal stuff: sink, drawers, cabinets, mirror. Oh, real quick, I always like to tell stories about my hats. All right, Little League baseball hat. My dad is like heavily involved in Little League baseball. Went to Williamsport. He's an umpire. Anyways, he buys me a hat every year, and I thought this was a pretty sick hat. Snapback that goes with my style. So that's the story of the hat today. All right, anyways, okie doke. You got our shower here. You got that nice little bench or ledge down there. Open the glass doors. And what work went there. And then we've got a downstairs bedroom here. And once again, I always point this out, they will have doors here, guys. They just want kids slamming fingers as you walk through these models. All right, but we got our first bedroom kind of downstairs here. And then there will be 3 upstairs. All right, so the window looking out. Kind of just a normal sized bedroom here. Go ahead and spin it around for you. You got the wooden closet doors over there. Good setup for a TV. And then you got your little light fixture up there if you want it. Anywho, all right, let's go ahead and head up the stairs now. As I'm doing that, all right, want to let you guys know, I'm going to put a QR code on the screen right here. All right, if you want to see all of the new build communities in Southern California, at least most of them, go ahead and scan that code. Okay, I know in the past, if you've seen this code, you scan it. I just realized I've had this on a bunch of my videos, and it leads you to like an ad before you get to like the good stuff. I totally apologize for that if you're someone who scanned that before and felt you got scammed. That is not what I was trying to do. I didn't know it led to an ad. So I went ahead and upgraded that little thing and removed it. So you scan that, you get access to all the new builds, or majority of them, in Southern California. Not just this one, all of them. So I recommend you make an account there, save some listings, some houses, some communities. That way you kind of stay up to date with everything. Anyways, we've reached the top of the stairs. I'll kind of show you a little spin here before I dive into some stuff. All right, anyways, we will go to the left. Go this way into a bathroom Ooh, that air conditioning feels super nice. So kind of just a normal bathroom for the rooms upstairs here. Got the drawers, the cabinets, the mirror. Do it for the plot. All right, cool. That's a little ducky. Little shower duct there. Anyway, just a traditional bathroom. You still got the nice LVP flooring up here. All right, then right here we're gonna have our water heater. I'm kind of digging this little end of the hallway cabinet shelf thingy, countertop. We've got another bedroom right here. Pretty kind of standard size secondary bedroom. Light fixture hanging down. You got the window looking out. Spin it around and show you guys. I like that little setup there. I'll go ahead and show you this closet. It's more of like a walk-in closet. All right, so lots of space in here on the floor. Then you got space for hanging as well. So pretty good sized closet on this one. Keep it on moving though. Keep it moving. All right, so next bedroom right here. So this is basically bedroom number 3, the third secondary bedroom. All right, wood paneling has an accent wall there. Feels like a decent size for a secondary bedroom. You got that window looking out. Those wooden closet doors again, and then a good spot for a TV. Home run. A little baseball themed room. They knew it was coming. Set it up as baseball. I actually saw these. I think I saw these because my son Jet was going to do the same thing. He's a sports themed room, but if he's going to go baseball themed room, we're going to get those exact bed sheets. I remember seeing them. I forget where. Maybe Wayfair, maybe Amazon. I don't know. Anyways, all right. So to the back of the thing, to the right of the stairs up here, you've got the master bedroom. All right. So pretty good sized master here. Once again, you're tying in that green color from downstairs with the living room. I like that accent wall. The texture and the wood. The window here looking out. Yeah, pretty cool little setup in here. You got this window too. This window kind of just looks over your downstairs area. Let's walk in on over here though into our master bathroom. There will not be a door here, guys. A lot of builders don't do that. Sometimes they give you the option to like get a barn door or something. Super cheap. I say super cheap, relatively speaking, to get a barn door to cover this thing. And lots of people offer them out here. So, as we walk into the master bathroom, got our throne area right here. Once again, there will be a door there. And you got this little like landing area for like linen closets and decoration. That's kind of cool. Got a bathroom there, but for towels and stuff probably. All right, you are going to have the one sink here. All right, so that might be a turn off to some people because I know some people want the the 2 sinks. So you are sharing a sink. All right, but that does create more space for drawers and stuff to stack up your drawers with your stuff. And they do have the sliding shower glass door there with a little bench inside. And then we've got our walk-in closet right here. Pretty good amount of space, and this one kind of wraps around the wall there. And then this right here is kind of like the brains of our house, like your Wi-Fi router and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do the spin test because my gimbal's all jacked. I'm trying to stabilize this thing and hold it with you guys. Oopsies, my hand. Hold it for you guys with 2 hands. But here's the one hand part. Anyways, all right, so this was their biggest floor plan. It's going to be the Residence 3. It's 1,994 square feet. We have 4 beds, 3 bathrooms, and this one starts at $629,000. All right, so we're going from their biggest floor plan down to their smallest one. This right here is going to be the plan 1. It is 1,460 square feet. We're going to have 2 beds, 2 bathrooms, and this one starts at $543,000. Go ahead and spin this around for you guys. Walk on in. Boom. All right, so let's get this little entry level area right here. So this is kind of just like one little like thing, and then you go upstairs to the living stuff. So we'll check it all out. Anyway, so right here we're gonna have a little coat closet right as you enter the property there. So just traditional coat closet. All right, then right here, this is locked. It's probably there's probably another little storage closet that goes under the stairs, is what I'm guessing. But really like the way they decorated this kind of entryway. With that paneling accent wall type thing and the art, and probably like a bench or something here too. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and head up these stairs. Handrail going up too, so that's good. Landing here, and then boom, super nice. Right here, you got the same deal. You got the LVP flooring throughout. And give you a little feel here. And then one thing I want to point out is kind of just the windows here as we were walking up the stairs there. So you walk up here to this kind of open living area. I like the way they decorated that back wall there. Giant mirror, nice little console thing on the back side of our dining area. And it's super close to like the patio that I'll show you in a second. I'll just show you this whole living area first. All right, you got a giant island right here. So really good sized island with no sink in it, so really good for entertaining. You can just gather around the island and not get splashed with water from dirty dishes and stuff like that. A nice little flow to how this whole thing goes. So it's nice. I like this one because it's got, yes, it's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, their smallest floor plan, but it's got everything you need on one level. So pretty cool. Once again, lots of cabinets. And then I pointed out in the last house, they had the extended backsplash. This is another one where it's kind of just what you see is what you get. So it's not that extended backsplash, but it still kind of is that nice countertop there. You do have lots of cabinets, and you still have the flooring there. So nice big island here. All your stuff. You got more drawers and cabinets back here. And then just a really nice kind of feel for this whole living room area. And once again, they got this cool little accent wall thing here that's going to match kind of where we entered the house downstairs. All right, so you got a whole little living room area here. Once again, got the area rug, the coffee tables, all the stuff to define everything. I'm going to show you guys this giant window here. Now, guys, look at that view. Holy smokes. All right, yes, there will be building buildings, whoopsies, right here. It's going to be a little bit higher. But from the back side of the community, you got the elevated, unobstructed view of those hills and the clouds. It's absolutely gorgeous. So anyways, go ahead and turn this thing around, kind of show you what this looks like when you're sitting watching I'll be watching my Vikings here getting smashed on Sunday Night Football, but you guys can watch whatever your team or your shows, your Netflix, whatever, right here. It's a nice little spot. Let's go ahead and see the patio area here. Up. Man, that is a view and a half right there. All right, so up here you're gonna have the covered balcony. All right, so you got nice little spots for some outdoor furniture or something here. This little opening, so you're not just boxed in. You got some views of stuff out this way. A little breeze coming through. Yeah, so pretty good amount of space out here. Drop my papers over here. All right, so anyways, let's go back and see the rest of the house here. Walk on back down this hallway. To the right here, we're gonna have our laundry room. I'm not gonna play with the lights. They're doing pictures for marketing and stuff, so I'm gonna leave it as it is. But got the washer dryer hookups right here. Looks like we're gonna have the electric dryer, which a lot of the communities out here are starting to go to. Got the hanging shelf up top there. And then we got this closet right here with the water heater. Keep walking down the hallway here. This way. We got our first bathroom right here. So you got the one sink, you got the drawers, the cabinets, and there's all the stuff, all the normal stuff. Shower tub combo, towel rack. And across the way here, we're gonna have bedroom number 1. So you got the one light up there. Decent, average size secondary room. Looks like there's a lot of room at the foot of the bed right here. The nightstands on each side. Got the window looking out. I mean, then you do have a good spot for a TV right there. They got the mirror there. A lot of these guys don't put TVs up. And then we do have a walk-in, pop-in closet, so a little bit bigger than your traditional closet that you see. And there's lots of space for hanging and all kinds of stuff. And right here we got a little closet there, so like a linen closet here. That's where you approach the master bedroom. And we got this little entryway before we get to the master there with, I've been doing this in a lot of their models that I'm seeing, so you got those cabinets down low, a little spot to decorate there. Am I good to walk in here? Sure. Yeah. You see they're still doing some of their marketing stuff, so the master bedroom right here. Light fixture up there. You got this nice big window and more windows there. I like the symmetry. You got the 2 windows up there, kind of just balancing things out. And you've got this accent wall here with the wood stuff. Spin it around. Nice spot for a TV there. I'm not gonna get in their way, but they got the shower there. Oh, I get just for 2 seconds. And then we got the one sink there, the drawers, the cabinets, the big old mirror. We got our walk-in closet right here. Pretty good amount of space, and then kind of wraps around to these shelves there. That's super nice to have inside this closet. And then you got kind of the main hub of the house there. And then last but not least, don't get in your way, but they do have the bathroom in there, so just a normal bathroom. Thanks, man. All right, so that wraps this one up. Again, this was their smallest floor plan. I'm trying to find my paper for you guys. All right, this was the plan one. Hopefully I'm not too zoomed into my face right now. All right, so this was the plan one, 1,460 square feet, 2 beds, 2 bathrooms. I got that really nice balcony outside of those. This one has an amazing view. All right, anyways, this one here starts at $543,000. Alrighty, so last but not least, we're kind of going in the middle of the pack here. We're going with their plan 2. This is going to be 1,608 square feet. We're going to have 3 beds, 2.5 baths, and this one starts at about $570,000. Go ahead and spin this kind of around for you. All right, this is kind of what's set up as their sales office right now. That's the 2-car garage part to it. But anyways, we got a little side entrance here. Walk on in and show you. Come up to this. Smart doorbell there. Walk on into this one. And boom. All right. So right as we walk in, immediately to the right here, we're gonna have our little powder room. Kind of like this, just a downstairs bathroom area. Your sink, your mirror, pedestal sink, your towel rack there, toilet, just generic stuff. All right. Over here, we're gonna have our little coat closet right as we enter the house. Traditional coat closet. Nothing too crazy there. All right, and then we kind of just open up to this whole downstairs living area. All right, so I'll kind of just spin it around. Once again, I'm loving the amount of natural light that these guys have coming through. It's really amazing. So kind of our living room setup here. You got the TV, the console, the area rug, L-shaped couch here. I love when they put these little things behind for decoration. So nice and vibey feel here. Big old window. We'll up the backyard or patio area in a second. Just want to spin it around for you. So you got this like little designated dining area right here, like that. And then we've got our kitchen kind of off in the corner back here. So you got this peninsula right here. We got the 2 bar stools. You might be able to squeeze 3 in. And then pre-wired for the lights up top. And on this one, they've got showing, kind of just showcasing that grayish brown cabinet there. And they've got the nice countertops, the extended backsplash there. So not as much cabinet space as the other 2 in my opinion, but where they lack the cabinet space, they make it for with a rather large pantry and storage area under the stairs there. So lots of pantry space in there. And you kind of got this little view here. My biggest complaint is you can't really see the TV from right here. It's kind of just sectioned off. All right, but it is what it is. So I'm just giving you guys a real feel for what's going on down here. And then we do have our laundry room. All right, so you've got the sales office right here, which is going to be the 2-car garage. So your garage access will be right here. You got the washer dryer as you enter the shelf up top. I like how they did the backsplash off the side splash off to the side over there. All right, anyways, let's go see this. Oh, I didn't see that. That's kind of cool. I like the way they decorated that wall. I'll show you guys some design tips. Open up the space. Anyways, all right. So we'll go out to this patio area. We got like outdoor furniture, table area right here. Got the lights too. With the vinyl fencing. So this like patio area is not as big as the other 2 in my opinion, but still enough space to come out here and just chill and soak up the views. And depending like which unit you get, you're gonna have either like amazing sunsets on this side or on the other side where the cool view was in the last house, amazing sunrises. Just something to think about if you're a view guy like me. Anyways, go ahead and go up the stairs, landing there. As we do that, just want to remind you guys that this is a show post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like that sort of stuff, we're entering new houses, new communities, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. Shoot, even giving you guys early access before these things even open up to the public. If you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way, stay up to date on everything going on in this local area. Anyways, we have reached the top of the stairs. I guess I'll just show you again what we're working with. We'll immediately go to the left here. We got a bathroom. Once again, there will be a door here. Sink, the drawers, the cabinets, all the stuff. That's cool. Shower karaoke. I am hardcore singing the shower guy. Put Alexa on. I'm just singing to country music. I've been on Justin Bieber right now with his new albums. Mainly reggae, country, Justin Bieber. I forget what's going on my phone. Oh, there we go. All right, so we got a bedroom right here. On the top of the stairs, I got like a soccer theme to this. Like a normal sized room, but I am loving the closets that they got going on here. All right, so you got those little pop-in walk-in closets. A little bit more space than your average builder gives you for closets in the secondary rooms. Right here we have this little storage area. Something I point out now that I just recently moved is like the amount of storage that you want to take into account for these closets and cabinets and stuff like that. I don't have enough at my house right now. As we come down here, got our next bedroom. All right, so we got, it's like a ballerina gymnast room. Cool there. So it's kind of a, I'm just gonna be real, it feels a little tight. Not terribly tight, but maybe just bulky furniture. The nightstands on each side. I do like the way they did that wall though. The little shelves and desk and stuff. And then once again, you are gonna have this walk-in, pop-in closet thingy with the racks and the shelves and floor space. And then we've got the master bedroom. Well, that's kind of some cool wallpaper back there. All right, so we got the master bedroom right here. This feels like the smallest of the masters that we've seen. Remember, you do have the two windows up top. Nice big window over here. We'll spin this around for you. I like that cool mirror on the ground over there. Good spot for TV. Not too shabby. Walk on over to the master bathroom, and we've got the one sink here. Got the drawers and the sink and the stuff. Nice big mirror there. We got our bathroom here. So the toilet and the shower are kind of together here, which is not optimal, I know, for a lot of people. But hey, it is what it is. All right, so you got the sliding glass doors there. Got the nice bench in the shower. I'll work in the shower too. You got your little towel rack there. And then we do have a walk-in closet right here. Once again, this does feel like the smallest of the walk-in closets we've seen today, if I'm being real with you guys. All right, but yeah, can't do a spin test because my gimbal is jacked up. Anyways, that wraps this one up, the last house of the day. This right here was the plan too. It is 1,608 square feet, 3 beds, 2.5 bathrooms, and this one starts at $570,000. Alrighty, guys. So next up, I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna hop on the map and show you guys what it's like to live here. We'll go over school, shopping, medical care, things to do, all that sort of stuff. I'm also gonna hop on the builder's website and kind of show you guys a little bit of like the HOA stuff, like those stuff's gonna look like as far as pool. And then also real quick, I am going to put that QR code on the screen here again for if you want to see all the new builds in the area. Okay, so there's tons and tons of new builds that'll be on the QR code that's on the screen. I'm going to leave that up for a little bit, but as I'm doing that, I just kind of want to explain what that is so you can kind of get a little taste of what that's going to be. So let me hop on my computer. All right, so when you scan that QR code, you're going to get to this page right here. All right, I'm going to zoom myself out. And then basically what you're going to want to do, I'll show you what you can do. Let's just say like today's video, you're in Murrieta. Whoops. Murrieta, right? You're going to type in whatever area you want, boom, your minimum price, your maximum price. Let's say your maximum price is, I don't know, $1 million, right? You can put your beds, your baths, whatever, square footage, whatever it is that you want, and you're going to press search. All right. And of course, I pick stuff that's 0. All right. But the really cool thing is you can come in here and say, all right, cool. Maybe they have that in Menifee or Lake Elsinore or Temecula or Winchester, whatever, apply filter. And boom, and then you can go through and look at the different models or the homes that have it, the different communities that fit that criteria. And that's basically it. And then what you can do is create your own account. So you can sign in, enter your email address, and it's super easy. It's absolutely free. And you can kind of keep track and favorite different kinds of communities and houses and all that sort of stuff. So that's a free resource I have for you guys. And works all over the place, not just Riverside and San Bernardino. If you wanted to look down into San Diego, LA, shoot Vegas, all over the country, right? But obviously, I'm hoping, I'm thinking that you're looking for this area. Anywho, so let's do this. Next up, we'll go to the community website here. You see the grand opening, September 20th. All right, that's the day I'm posting this video. So if you want to go check it out, let me know. Meet you there. All right. But anyways, just want to show you guys quickly. You see the 30,000 of flex cash for the incentives there. But wanted to show you guys the community information, the pool, and all that kind of stuff here. All right, they got 153 homes. They got 8 available now. November move-in. You've seen all 3 of them as of now. All right, and then community amenities gonna have a pool, structured barbecue, shade structure, the barbecues and tables, kids playground, dog park, cornhole, open turf playing area, a patio area with string lights, and then it's really close to the schools and everything. So I just wanted to show you that, and I believe that's gonna go with this empty space that you see right here. So that's where the pool area will go with all of those little amenities. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop on the map here. I got Rustic Meadows in to Murrieta. All right, so we've got Rustic Meadows by Century Communities. All right, so first things first, I normally start with schools, but I'm going to start with the shopping. All right, so let's start with the shopping. I'll open my screen up here so you can see my face if you want to make sure I'm doing this stuff. All right, so for shopping, guys, right here, the big shopping center, literally one stoplight down the road. So let me just do this, and we're just gonna go just to show you guys how close this is. Costco in Murrieta. Boom. Giant shopping center here, 4 minutes away. All right, and it's just the stoplights here that it's this red, just waiting at a stoplight. All right, so 4 minutes away from this shopping center right here, you got Costco, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's. You're gonna have Aldi, you've got Farmer Boys. I believe there's Blaze Pizza, Alberto's Mexican food, all kinds of stuff right here. There's a Chipotle. There's a couple banks in here. I know there's a Chase. So nice shopping center here. And then you obviously got Costco's gas station prices there. And then you just go a little bit over the freeway. Boom, you have this shopping center where you've got, type it in, Target, Murrieta, Clinton Heath Road. Boom. All right, 4 minutes from Target. All right, just take the back road there. You get Target, you got Home Depot, Tractor Supply Co. You've got Starbucks. There's another gas station here, Dollar Tree. And then across the way here, you got CVS, Jersey Mike's, Jack in the Box, Del Taco. So, guys, tons and tons of options, less than 5 minutes. As far as like the shopping and stuff goes, that's like the immediate shopping. There's also a shopping center right down the road where there's a Sam's Club and even more stuff. That's about 10 minutes away. That's right where like the 15 and 215 freeways meet. So you're gonna have the Hat, great pastrami sandwiches there. But you got the Hat, you've got Sam's Club, the Habit, all kinds of different restaurants in this area as well. Buffalo Wild Wings. So I do my fantasy football draft with my little Murrieta crew. Um, there's more shopping up this way, guys. Just tons and tons and tons of shopping within a really close drive. And then we're really close to the mall as well. So Promenade Temecula. This is your more traditional mall. About, less than 15 minutes, right? You're gonna have your movie theaters, your food court, your department stores, the restaurants, the whole deal, Apple Store, Lululemon, Coach, and tons of different eating options around. Deepoon Korean barbecue, love it. I go there probably like once a month. The guy that owns this is actually from where I grew up in Torrance. So we always kind of chit chat about the South Bay, and I think he went to South High, and I think he lives in Orange County and drives here. But anyways, we go here for Korean food. There's some good ramen spots around, sushi. I mean, guys, tons and tons of options. Like I said, within 15 minutes here, you see Hobby Lobby, you got different movie theaters, another Costco, Phil's Barbecue. So lots of different options here. And then even along Winchester Road, depending what road you take from this community to get here, there's lots of other options, little shopping centers on the backside there. Alrighty. I guess I'll do Old Town Temecula real quick. Old Town Temecula, about 15 minutes away. That's like mom and pop restaurants, the nightlife, that sort of thing. I do want to show you guys I think it's Old Town Murrieta. I'm probably doing it wrong. Or Downtown Murrieta, yeah. Downtown Murrieta. I should probably get there and fly the drone, but there's kind of a similar vibe there. Not as big as the one in Temecula, but we're about 10, 15 minutes from there. Cool little like downtown feel with some cool like outdoor restaurants and bars and stuff like that. So I think there's a fire station right by there too. So as far as schools go, we're super close to elementary school. So Antelope Hills Elementary School, we are looking at about a 6 minute drive, kind of just going over the freeway, about 1 or 2 lights and turn left, and you're basically right there. For the middle school, it's McElhaney. I think that's what it's called. Let me pull up my paper here. Middle school, McElhaney. This one, Dorothy McElhaney.
All right, 7 minutes to the middle school. Once again, super close drive, and then zone to Vista Murrieta High School, which is like a 1 minute walk, basically. All right, that's just like the proper entrance. But you guys saw from the pictures and the drone shots, directly across the street from this community, one of the top athletic high schools in the whole country, and they're voted like number one for school spirit or something like that. So, very like that's the spot to be high school wise if you have athletes. All right, like I said, I'm not too sure about the academics. I've heard they're good, but was a coach, so I I just know all about their athletics and all the different sports that they're good at. So, um, awesome high school. It's really big there, right across from that shopping center that we mentioned earlier. All right, I will do Mount San Jacinto College for anyone that needs to go to a junior college. All right. About 15 minutes away from that. That's up in Menifee, just a couple exits or this little back road up there to the JC. And then I have been getting people asking me about like four-year universities. So I think I'm just gonna do this. I think Cal State San Marcos is probably the closest 4 year. About 40 minutes to Cal State San Marcos. Let me just do CSU, San Bernardino. A little bit over an hour to get to that one. And I might as well just throw in Cal State University, Fullerton. This is the first time I've done colleges for you guys here. All right, Fullerton's about an hour and four, and then let's go UC Irvine. Getting the academics in for you guys today, about an hour and 10 there. So, yeah, those are kind of the universities. And I've had a couple people reach out and say, hey, how close are you to the university? So I thought I'd throw that in there for you guys. Shopping, schools, medical care is next. So I did pass some hospitals on the thing there, but we've got, let's do the Kaiser facility in Murrieta first. All right, it's about a 6 minute drive there. So medical office is super close by. You're gonna have Loma Linda just south of that. Looking at about a 5 minute drive there. Once again, super close. Next up, we got Southwest. All right, Rancho Springs, basically. So Rancho Springs Hospital, less than 10 minutes there. So you got three hospitals within, or three places for medical care within 10 minutes, which is very, very convenient. And there's several more medical offices sprinkled out, throughout the area, and even more hospitals within, 30 minutes of here. So those are just the closest ones. Um, Schools, shopping, other things to do. I guess I could do Pachanga if you want to get to the casinos. Pachanga, they got good food, they got good golf. They got gambling. All right, about 20 minutes from Pachanga. Let's do wineries too. Fazeli, about a little bit less than 30 minutes to wine country. So lots to do there. And then as I zoom out, you see those lake life out here too. So you got Diamond Valley Lake, you got Lake Skinner. Up here, you got Lake Paris, and then you've got Lake Elsinore. So a couple different lake life types of things to do within the general area. And then I'll wrap this thing up with airports and a couple fun things. So let's start off with the San Diego airport. And once again, guys, I use these as points of reference. These are, you might not fly out of San Diego, but maybe you're someone in the military who needs to commute down there. Maybe you like going to Padre games. I don't know. All right, like going down to the gas lamp. All right, so we're about an hour and 5 hour, 10 minutes from the airport down in San Diego. Next up, we'll do John Wayne and Irvine. Basically, same deal. A little bit less than an hour and 10. Do Palm Springs. Once again, you're probably never going to fly out of there, right? But maybe you want to go to the casinos, the resorts, the golf courses out that way. We're about an hour and 20 from there. To Ontario Airport. This is probably the best airport for getting in and out of quickly. Hardly any traffic, low security lines, a little bit less than an hour there. We'll do LAX next. LAX is going to be about an hour and 45 from this location. So you need to get up to LA, LAX area, hour 45. I do like to wrap this thing up on the maps with funner things. So at Disneyland, about an hour and 15 minutes away here to Disneyland, and then we do beaches. So we go Oceanside Pier. We're looking at a little bit less than an hour, so about 55 minutes. La Jolla Shores Beach. It's kind of my spot down in San Diego right now. When we go here. An hour and five down there. There's some cool like restaurants and stuff along the water. Lots of beach, sand to spread out on as it wraps around down there. And I'll do Orange County beaches next with Dana Point Harbor. Dana Point about an hour and 15 minutes. And Huntington Beach Pier, hour and a half. So that's kind of what that is. Anyways, so I wrapped up the map video. This guy just woke up from his nap. So we are gonna head back to the community and wrap this video up. Say bye. Can you say bye? Wave? Okay, see you guys.
All right, guys, so that wraps things up. This was Rustic Meadows in one of the safest cities in all of Southern California, Murrieta, where we toured the three models they've got they haven't even opened, guys. They invited me to come film this because they're grand opening the day I'm posting this video. So gave you guys kind of that exclusive early access like I often do, because a lot of these builders know that I bring them the people. They like working with me. We've done deals before at their other communities. So if you liked anything you saw today, make sure you go ahead and reach out. Whether you want to come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. I would love to be your local guide to the area and help you find your somewhere in SoCal, whether it's here or somewhere else. The other thing, I'm going to put that QR code on the screen again. All right, maybe this isn't your spot, but you want to look at all the different new builds in here. There's like over 100 new builds like close to where we're at right now, within 25 miles. And I filmed that most of them have information on a lot of them. So you want more information, scan that QR code. That way you can kind of make your own account, track your favorite houses, models, communities, all that sort of stuff. All right, but make sure you kind of reach out to me because I've got all the different connections. You can use my network, my negotiation skills, my experience, all right, to help kind of get you guys the best deal and really kind of streamline the whole process, because I've been in hundreds of these. You guys might be considering like 15, 20 of these, and I can narrow it down pretty quickly. All right, so I can help you guys find the best fit based off your needs after a quick phone call or Zoom call. All right, so yeah, like I mentioned, hopped in the 3 models here, hopped on a map, showed you guys what it's like to live here, whenever school, shopping, medical care, things to do, all that sort of stuff. All right, things to do. This is one of the best spots. I was driving by this place for months as they were building it out. You got Costco, Target, like one stoplight away. You got one of the best high schools in the whole country. All right, most spirited high schools, best academic and, I'm sorry, athletic at least. I don't know about academics, let me be real. I think they're pretty good academically, but athletically, one of the best schools in the whole country right there. That's one everyone wants to go to. So really good location there, really close to the freeway. If you're someone who needs to commute down to San Diego or just use the freeway, either way, you got the 215 right here, really close to the 15 interchange as well, close to the mall. Guys, just a really good location. And then the tax rate. All right, a lot of the new builds are at about a 2% tax rate. This is a 1.6% tax rate. You're gonna have the HOA amenities here with the cornhole, shaded seating. Like, looks really cool. HOA is gonna also include fire insurance because truthfully, there was a fire on the hill right behind us last year. The HOA, including the fire insurance and all that stuff, is about $600 a month. Yes, a little steep, but it does include the fire insurance. And I know there's communities down in San Diego, LA, Orange County that are these condo communities with, you know, $400 or $500 HOAs. So, you know, half of that HOA is basically in fire. And the other thing, Century does really good incentives where they give you about 5 to 6% of the purchase price as incentives. So on a $600,000 house, you're looking at $30,000 to $36,000 in incentives. Help you buy down the rate for closing costs stuff. And they've also got hero discounts where they can do $3,000 for people who are in the military or first responders and stuff like that. So just a really awesome builder to work with, and I would love to help you out with these guys. So anyways, if you like the sort of stuff where I'm touring new houses, new communities, this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on everything going on in this little area. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. YouTube's gonna put a video over this shoulder. If you like this video, you're probably gonna like that one, and I'll see you in there.